On my way.
Excellent. I want to give you some information about your new DC-2. It can scan targets, disable machinery, and it's completely element-proof. These abilities use differing energy levels, and it may need to recharge.
Is it bulletproof?
Sadly not, but it's fairly resilient, and if it's ever damaged, it will return to you for docking and self-repair.
So what am I expecting here, Doc? What are these bots doing?
For want of a better term, they are... gathering. And it's not just robots. It's other autonomous technology. Drones, self-driving vehicles, all honing in on one spot. Never encountered this behavior before.
There seem to be robots out here on the track. I assume this isn't where they're supposed to be?
They're all heading the same direction.
Are they hostile?
All Silver detection systems have inbuilt IFF tags. These bots have managed to override that system, allowing them to perform their own threat analysis. So, potentially.
I'll try not to offend them too much then. Sky car just crashed in there. Sorry. I'm at the crater.
Okay. Deploy your DC-2. Time to see how you and your new tech are acquainted. Fly down into the crater and use the inbuilt scan function to locate all the bots. You can rescan as many times as you need. All targets are painted. Now to disable them. Use the stun function installed in the DC-2. Once you disable them, I can activate and deactivate them remotely.
Got one.
That's it. I'm importing the recordings now. The data's intact. This is working well.
Three down.
I'm already picking up numerous anomalies within the code. Keep going.
This stun ability is pretty useful.
Oh yes. That DC-2 can also stun most equipment that functions with electrical circuits. Like a door panel, for example.
What about people?
Humans function through electrical impulses, so yes, them too. This has been a success so far.
Okay, that's all of them.
Pickup drone is en route. I'll have to spend some time studying this data. In the meantime, please return to my office.
You got it, Okada. Hey, buddy. You did well. What the fuck am I doing talking to a machine? What was that crater before you started storing old cars in it?
It was caused by a meteor strike in prehistoric times.
What happened to the meteor?
Taken away to build things.
So why did Silvercorp relocate here?
Corporate structure made it much more efficient. Until the real tax became apparent.
I met the mayor. She doesn't seem like the benevolent type.
It is my understanding that Mayor Vega does not allow any business to happen here which doesn't profit her personally.
In that case, let's maybe not tell her about the MindsEye.
You should feel honored that Marco wanted the tech reactivated.
Not sure honored is the word.
Perhaps you should give it a name? One that is fitting as an extension of your persona.
I'll give it some thought.
You on your way back? I have diagnostics to run. I need you here now. Jacob, come on. Science cannot wait. Whatever you're doing, it is secondary.
What was that crater before you started storing old cars in it?
It was caused by a meteor strike in prehistoric times.
What happened to the meteor?
Taken away to build things.
So why did Silvercorp relocate here?
corporate structure made it much more efficient. Until the real tax became apparent.
I met the mayor. She doesn't seem like the benevolent type.
It is my understanding that Mayor Vega does not allow any business to happen here which doesn't profit her personally.
In that case, let's maybe not tell her about the MindsEye.
You should feel honored that Marco wanted the tech reactivated.
Not sure honored is the word.
Perhaps you should give it a name? One that is fitting as an extension of your persona.
I'll give it some thought. I need to take a look.
The future is bright. The future is Silva.
Ah, there you are. I am very pleased by your drone's performance, but this one is in rough shape.
Yeah, well, I didn't think it was another collector's item.
Ah, humor. The bot's force limiting threshold is all over the place. Then what could have caused this malfunction?
It's weird. It's like the bots were trying to communicate.
Look, Mayor Vega's been extremely patient, but Silvercorp needs to provide a solution. Now, let's not forget, this is not the first time we've had a fatal error with your tech.
I know it's an election year and you folks like to reinvent the facts, but the truth is Mayor Vega has undermined our ability to run the Cotbot program from day one.
Okada. Good seeing you again.
You as well?
Have we met before?
Jacob, this is Travis Conrad, head of security for Mayor Shiva Vega. Travis, this is Jacob Diaz. He's a recent security hire.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to thank you at Mayor Vega's fundraiser. If not for your quick gun, a lot of people could have been hurt. How is Marco doing?
He'll be fine.
Travis, let me walk you out.
Be seeing you around.
You will need to collect any additional specimen for me that begin to exhibit this unusual behavior, yes?
You got it. Call Charlie?
You're gonna love me. Get to the Macedonian ASAP. It's a hotel downtown.
I saw something about the Macedonian in Morrison's old office.
Hunter Morrison was a founder of Silvercorp, but he vanished after a falling out with Silva.
People seem to think he's dead.
The rumor was he either committed suicide or Silva had him killed.
Please tell me you figured out what's happened to him.
Still can't say, but I dug around in his financial records. I followed a chain of payments through various shell companies and found out one of them has been paying for this penthouse at the Macedonian since just before his vanishing act.
Sounds promising.
Can't say it's him, but worth checking out.
Need to talk to Charlie.
At Silver Corporation,
navigate to the Macedonian Hotel.
So, what did you decide on the implant? Did you let them reactivate it?
Courtesy of Lars Okada, my mind's eye is now connected to this little drone gadget called a DC-2. I can control it remotely. It can scan, stun, all kinds of stuff.
How cute! Can it stun people too?
Apparently. First thing I asked too. Great minds think alike.
Not sure I'd want my brain transmitting to some Silvacorp server.
Maybe let's concentrate on my past.
On that subject, I've been looking through your old files. Heavily redacted, I might add. Sketchy. And I gotta ask, why did you enlist in the first place? Was it the killing or the maiming?
If you want the truth, I joined to find somewhere to belong. And I ended up belonging nowhere.
I get it. We all need to find our tribe.
Yeah. Let me know if you find mine.
Will do. Until then, we can just be a gang of two.
Our enemies will be terrified. Something else. I just met this guy named Travis Conrad at the factory. He works for the mayor. Any chance you could check him out for me?
You get that witchy feeling about him or something?
I did. And when Okada activated this drone companion, I got a memory of him from my past.
I'll see what I can dig up.
Thanks. Call Charlie?
Howdy!
I'm here.
You're gonna have to use the DC to unlock the door.
You got it.
There's a service elevator inside. Take it to the top floor. It's the roof deck. You should be able to get in from there.
So the mayor's guy, Travis, you find anything on him?
Let me see. Travis Conrad has worked as a liaison to the mayor for just over a year now. Before that, similar story to you. Strangely enough, redacted files.
If you need assistance, please ask. Please exercise caution on the roof tonight. There are reports of strong winds tonight. We ask you to stay within the railings and do not move.
I'm on the roof. Swanky.
Yeah, right? You need to find a way into the penthouse. It's one floor below. I've sent you a possible route.
So why did the casinos close?
A few years ago, the government introduced the Families First Act, which banned all forms of moral depravity, including gambling.
Well, Red Rock doesn't seem to have suffered. Place is still hopping.
It had already established itself as an entertainment destination, so things hardly changed. It was the other locations that relied solely on gambling for their incomes that were the real victims.
How am I supposed to get into this penthouse from here?
There's no direct access from the roof, so you're going to have to improvise. Why don't you take the time to enjoy the beautiful views of the city from up there?
Can I ask, why did you take Silva's offer?
Well, other than the choice of that or death, all I have to do is a few more of these jobs, and my people back in Sherwood Forest will be set for life.
Huh. Didn't peg you as a 12th century British yeoman, but I guess it gives meaning to the name Robin Hood.
Well, it's not like I'm going to tell you where I'm really from.
Does Sherwood Forest happen to be one of those places affected by the gambling ban?
You know, you're not as dumb as you pretend to be, Mr. Diaz.
I can see the inside, but I can't get to it.
Might have to use your gun.
I think someone's in there. There are lights moving around.
Get in then, and find out who it is.
It's pretty dark in here. Looks like I'm not the first here. This place is full of mercs.
Hope you're not about to find Morrison's dead body.